Good evening, everyone. Freeze watch for parts of our viewing area until Sunday. Coming up, I'll show you how those low temperatures will get over the weekend. Your news and weather at 6:30 p.m. starts now.
Your local news and weather now. Fox 54 News now.
Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us at 6:30. I'm Courtney Hicks. Mark Blaine has the evening off. Senate hopeful Herschel Walker made a campaign stop in Evans today. The former football star is now trying his hand in politics as he works to unseat current Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock. Fox 54's Jared Eggleston spoke with him exclusively and joins me live with the details about this conversation. Jared.
Courtney, good evening. Walker visited Evans today this morning as he campaigns for votes across the state with endorsements from Republican leaders like former President Donald Trump and current Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell.
It's exciting to be back here because, this is home.
Herschel Walker was back in the CSRA Friday as he campaigns for Raphael Warnock's Senate seat in the upcoming 2022 midterm elections. Several local political leaders were at Walker's campaign rally, including new Columbia County Judicial Circuit District Attorney Bobby Christine.
I'm honored to stand with an NFL player who knows when to kneel and knows when to stand.
After his speech, Walker spoke exclusively with Fox 54 about his campaign, which he says right now is focused on listening to citizens.
We're trying to do listening sessions all throughout the state because I think that's very important. I want to hear what the people got to say. I think one thing that's important is running for office. You want to see what's going on in this state.
He says a major concern is recent crime waves, both locally and statewide.
People are continuing to say that they demonize our police and made criminals heroes. Well, we got to stop that. Right now, we need law and order. I think every family want to have public safety. They want to be safe going out of their home, going to places. And
he continued on to say citizens are also worried about the economy with recent spikes in prices at the pump and at the grocery store.
People see the economy. You see gas prices going out of the roof right now. Food is going up, and we got to stop that. Something's going wrong.
Now, Courtney, I also reached out to Raphael Warnock. He is running against him in the upcoming primary for a comment on what he had to say today, but they didn't get back with me.
Folks definitely remember Herschel Walker as a huge football star. They might not be as familiar with him as far as politics are concerned. And he isn't the only candidate running in the Republican primary for the Senate, correct?
No, there's about 5 other Republicans running for the primary. The other big name that people might remember is former Georgia Insurance Commissioner Gary Black. So if you want to hear more of my exclusive one-on-one with Herschel Walker, just head over to WFXG.com.
All right, nice work. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Jared. All righty.
Well, good evening to you. This is a courtesy of Melinda Ball there out of the Savannah River, of course, looking at the fall foliage, and it's now starting to take place. We're getting toward the peak time of the season itself there for you, and things are actually winding down. Remember, this is still hurricane season to November 30th, and with those conditions there for you, last all the way. We don't have any tropical activity out there at the present time. 61 degrees in Evans, 58 in McCormick, 69 in Fort Gordon, and 56 degrees around the Millen area. We are dry, everyone. And we're going to go into the rest of this evening, tonight, into the weekend with those dry conditions. But things are changing. Colder temperatures are on the way. And matter of fact, a freeze watch in the western counties area all the way down into, say, Washington, as you get into just to the west of Waynesboro. This goes until 9 a.m. for Sunday morning. A wider view across the area. You could see our counties affected by it, from Louisville, Rennes, back over to Washington, just on the outskirts there of, say, McCormick. All right, here we are, top of the high place for those conditions shaping up to be pretty nice on a nice evening across the region itself there for you. And this was a little bit earlier. I was trying to get our time lapse to work for you this evening, but we'll show you that sunrise and sunset coming up later on in our show. So here's our hourly forecast. Clear skies at 8 p.m. of 60, midnight of 56, 4 a.m. that temperature of 52. Mark Hardy is holding 63 at National Hill. 7-day forecast in a moment. Courtney?
All right, thank you so much, Jay. New tonight, a Richmond County Sheriff's deputy was arrested earlier this morning. Deputy Jakari Weston was involved in a single car crash on the 1300 block of Mark Church Road just before 3 this morning. Weston was arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol and improper turn while in his county-issued car. He was on the way home from a special duty assignment and has been employed with the Richmond County Sheriff's Office since last December. And 3 people are dead in Forsyth, Georgia, after a train crashed into a SUV that was stuck on the tracks. The incident happened Thursday when 47-year-old Chris Burkett tried to help 2 elderly women escape their SUV, but was unable to make it out in time. The crash investigation by the local sheriff's office. And the trial continues for 3 white men in Georgia charged with the murder of Ahmaud Arbery. Arbery was out for a jog in February of 2020 when he was confronted by Gregory McMichael, his adult son Travis, and William Bryan. Defense attorneys say the 3 men were trying to make a citizen's arrest. Court opened Friday with Bryan's defense attorney addressing his objection to civil rights leader Reverend Al Sharpton attending the trial to support the victim's family.
If my statements yesterday were overly broad, I will follow up with a more specific motion on Monday, putting that and those concerns in the proper context. And my apologies to anyone who might have inadvertently been offended.
On Thursday, Attorney Goff said that having high-profile members of the African-American community sit in court was an attempt to intimidate and pressure the jury. The judge said he was not going to exclude members of the public from his courtroom. And the black community is rallying support for Ahmaud Arbery's family after Bryan's attorney made the apology in court today. Attorney Ben Crump tweeted a statement saying, quote, "It is not illegal for black pastors to support the parents of Ahmaud Arbery or any other black victims. We are going to bring 100 black pastors to pray with the family next week," end quote. Sharpton is now calling on clergy leaders from all faiths to join him at the Brunswick, Georgia County Courthouse next Thursday. That's November 18th. And former Trump advisor Steve Bannon has been indicted by a grand jury for contempt of Congress. The DOJ says Bannon was charged with 1 count related to his refusal to appear for a deposition, and another count related to his refusal to produce documents. Each count carries a minimum of 30 days and a max of 1 year in jail. His lawyer told the committee that his client won't be cooperating with the investigation because he had been told not to by former President Trump. A newly $17 million investment by Governor McMaster aims to address the South Carolina's labor shortage. The program is called Workforce Scholarships for the Future. The money pays for tuition and fees at any South Carolina technical college and will be funded through the governor's Emergency Education Relief Fund. Aiken Technical College is among the dozen included. The school says enrollment was down during the pandemic, but they're ahead of the game for the spring, and this program will make the numbers even stronger.
We are very pleased to have this opportunity because our goal is to provide access and affordability for students in our service area. And so this is another commitment from South Carolina to help us improve educational attainment in the state.
Burdette goes on to say this scholarship can be used for several of their programs, including nursing, criminal justice, and welding. The program begins January of 2022, but enrollment is already open for that upcoming spring semester at Aiken Tech.
Well, we're just getting started. Here's those stats for today. It's still another nice one. We got up to 74 degrees. Our normal high is about 70, and the record was 85, set back in the year of 1989. 1,200 of an inch of precipitation did fall earlier this morning. Will we have rainfall for the weekend? We'll answer that question coming up in just a couple minutes.
And welcome back. Let Jay Jeffries tell it. We're in for some cold weather over the next few days, and it's important to keep safety tips in mind to prevent fires. Jason DeHart with the Augusta Fire Department says the time between October and February are peak months for heating-related fires. He says last year the fire department responded to an average of 25 calls in those months, and so far this year they've responded to an average of 24 calls. The fire department is encouraging people to keep anything that can burn at least 3 feet away from space heaters, fireplaces, stoves, and candles.
We are educating the public on steps and ways to help better protect themselves, their families, and their property, and we really want people to take that first step in making sure that their environment, their home, is as safe as possible.
Coming up tonight at 10, Fox 54's Hannah Cotter spoke with several fire agencies about specific ways to stay safe and warm.
Well, good evening once again. I told you we'd get it fixed there for you. Of course, look at this beautiful sunset looking over downtown Augusta. Not a lot of clouds in the upper atmosphere. We started off on the cloudy sky and a wet one earlier this morning, and much colder temperatures are actually headed our way, so do prepare for that. This goes all the way up until about Tuesday of next week, and then we rebound back into the 70s. Speaking of cold weather, here we go, folks. See the lighter blue that you actually see? That is going to be the freeze watch in effect. That's portions of, let's say, Georgia, all portions of our viewing area until 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. It means these temperatures all the way down until about 32 degrees or below. Rain chances slim to none. Matter of fact, we go all the way up until about Thursday. We hit Friday, and that's going to be a chance for showers. Headed out to the Columbia County Fair for tonight. Here is the breakdown of temperatures. By 7 p.m. of 55, 8 p.m. of 52, 9 p.m. that temperature of clear skies and 51. Light jacket. All right. 70s in the Sunshine State. Lafayette, Louisiana, 69. Little Rock, 54. Charlotte, 57. 65 degrees on the coastline there of Wilmington. Now, Columbia, South Carolina is holding at about 61. 61 in Waynesboro. 55 degrees in Millen, and 56 degrees there in the Augusta area. Tomorrow, we'll get up to about 68 degrees. It'll be sunny and dry, but the colder temperatures, here they come, folks. Because of that cold front pushed through, back behind it, it's going to be another frontal system. So we in between systems for now. That keeps our sky pretty much clear. Watch the clock at the top of your screen there. I'll stop it here about 8 a.m. for tomorrow morning. That cold front pushing right on through. Temperatures about 8 a.m. will be in the 60s. We'll warm up into those upper 60s for later on the afternoon, and in the evening, those 50s kind of take place. So our winds will be out of the southwest, pretty much light. 43 for the overnight low. So the freeze watch until Sunday at about 9 a.m. But we will have those clear skies and a little bit on the chilly side. Beautiful day tomorrow. We're talking sunny skies and 68. The winds now shifting from the southwest to the west at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. It will be a nice fall day. Dry conditions too. We do not anticipate any shower activity. Here's a look at that 3-day forecast there for you. Again, coming in on Sunday, sunny and 65. 36 for the overnight low Sunday night into Monday morning. So Monday morning is going to be kind of a very chilly one, or a cold one. Sunny skies and 65 on Monday. By Tuesday, we're back up to 71. 75 degrees for Thursday and Friday. Make that Wednesday and Thursday. And by Friday, partly cloudy skies and a temperature of 62. And overnight temperatures will be in the upper 40s to the low 50s. Courtney?
We want to remind you of a traffic alert for those traveling on I-20 tonight from Riverwatch Parkway to Exit 1 in South Carolina. The inside eastbound lane will be closed tonight through November 18th from 9 to 8 a.m. daily, while the inside westbound lane will be closed from 8 p.m. until 8 a.m.
Vaccination rates are up, but so are hospitalizations, and another COVID surge could be just around the corner. I'm Griff Jenkins in Washington. I've got the details coming up.
And welcome back. How about we take a check-in on our young people and take a look at how many COVID-19 cases our local schools are handling. The Aiken County school system currently has 28 COVID-19 positive students. That's up from 10 just a week ago. Richmond County is reporting 8 cases. That's a drop from 18 a week ago. These numbers are updated at the end of each school week. And if you are looking to get your vaccine, a local church is offering vaccines tomorrow. Beulah Grove Baptist Church is getting ready to host its Shoot Your Shot vaccine drive, where children will have the chance to get vaccinated. The event is tomorrow from 12 noon until 4 p.m. at the church. There will be music, free food giveaways, and more.
We have a great opportunity for the community. We're excited about sharing the event and to have this experience for the community to get vaccinated so that others can be well and we can continue to move Augusta forward together.
The event will be held on church grounds located at 1434 Poplar Street in Augusta. And the city of Augusta is holding a vaccine clinic next Saturday. That's the 20th at the Augusta Mall. Remember, any Richmond County resident who receives their first or second dose qualifies for a $100 gift card under the city's vaccine incentive program. And with cases and hospitalizations on the upswing again, some doctors say a new COVID-19 surge could be just around the corner. Fox News correspondent Griff Jenkins has more from Washington.
We're not out of the woods yet. Health officials are warning of a possible fifth COVID surge, with cases spiking in more than a dozen states and hospitalizations on the rise as well. In Colorado, hospitals are so overwhelmed, officials have enacted crisis standards of care. The National Guard helping staff some hospitals, and at least 3 FEMA medical surge teams have been deployed. And on Thursday, Governor Jared Polis signed an executive order allowing booster shots for all adults in the state, saying it's the best way to bring infection rates down.
I really encourage everybody to get that third dose of the vaccine. I got mine, and I'm 46. I get it no matter what your age.
Meanwhile, the feds are making a big push to get kids to roll up their sleeves. By the end of the weekend, the CDC says more than 1 million children ages 5 to 11 will have gotten their first dose, and in some areas, demand is starting to outpace supply.
As soon as the authorization went in, we started refreshing the Walgreens website and the CVS website and trying to find an appointment.
There have been no widespread reports of serious side effects, but one pharmacy in Northern Virginia announced this week they gave adult doses to more than 100 children. Officials are investigating the mistake and hoping it doesn't add to the lingering vaccine hesitancy.
But a lot of people are still waiting.
And the CDC says kids given the wrong dose can still proceed with the second dose 3 weeks later. In Washington, Griff Jenkins, Fox News.
Well, the time now is about 6:52. We're going to have more news and weather coming up in just a moment. But first, it's time to look at our temperatures across the area with our outdoor forecast. And this is being sponsored by Affordable Auto Insurance.
And coming up tonight, right after news, everybody's favorite back-to-back episodes of Family Feud, followed by WWE. Where's Mark Blaine? We need him. Friday night SmackDown at 8. And did I do it okay? And then we're back at 10 and 11. That's me and this guy here, Jay Jeffries. Is he coming in right now or just, okay, let me read this first, then you'll see Jay Jeffries. An Alabama baby born at 21 weeks and weighing less than 1 pound now holds the world record. What an incredible story. This is baby Curtis. Oh my goodness. He earned the title of the world's most premature baby to survive by Guinness World Records. He and his twin sister were born on July 5th, 2020, 4 months ahead of their due date. Sadly, his twin sister passed away the next day, but doctors said Curtis's chances of survival were far less than 1%. He was on a ventilator for 3 months and in the hospital for 275 days. Curtis was finally able to go home on April the 6th of this year. Do you see that? What a miracle.
Curtis,
a miracle. Amazing.
Means some strong baby.
Yes.
I mean, he's going to be awesome.
Yes. Yeah. There's some pure purpose for him, for sure.
And the parents are probably grinning from ear to ear.
I know, right?
All righty. Take a look at the forecast of those temperatures there. 55 degrees in Washington. Headed out to the fair for tonight. Here's the breakdown, everyone. With those temperatures coming up at 7 p.m. 55, 8 p.m. 52, and 9 p.m. of 51. Not a bad weekend. It's going to be a little bit cooler. Cold at night, but sunny during the day.
All right, we'll take it. Thanks for joining us. We're back at 10 right here on Fox 54. Have a good night.